Hello all you beautiful people, my name is Zack Dowdy, and the topic of this video is one that I've been wanting to touch for a really long time. I just really haven't had a reason to make this video, but recently something happened and I'm not going to go into the details of that. Basically I had to pull a video down because some people were upset about it, and that's what kind of motivated me to realize, wait a second, I think this is a topic that I should make a video about. So I'm just going to run through some quick reasons of why I build DIY skate spots. Now I've kind of broken this down to like 5 different segments of why I build DIY skate spots, so I figured we can run through all of them really quickly. It's going to kind of be a raw video, not really going to be building a DIY spot or skating at all. I'm just kind of explaining why I build DIY skate spots. But we're going to be building a DIY skate spot tomorrow. Might even be the beginning of a DIY skate park, who knows? So let's jump into it, the 5 reasons of why I build DIY skate spots. Now the first reason is because I think it's just the DIY ethics. Reason 1, DIY ethics. And what I mean by that is like building DIY spots gives you a lot of courage and gives you motivation, it gives you confidence to starting your own endeavor or your own business. So like doing DIY in general gives you more of ownership and gives you a reason, gives you more of a purpose. So I think the ethics behind DIY is one of the reasons that I build skate spots. It's because it's not just about the skateboarding, the culture and all that. We're gonna get into that, but it's just the ethics that you get from building your own thing, whether it be a skate spot, in my situation, whether it be your own brand. It kind of pushes you to realize that like you have control of your destiny essentially. Now the second reason I build DIY skate spots is to inspire others to inspire others. And that's like some sort of Ponte Salve quote right there. Like it's inspire to inspire. And what I mean by that is like, for me, I had a little tiny little pebble piece of Washington Street building skate park. And that was me just literally moving some rocks into the right place. And I just happened to stumble upon there. My dad brought me down there to like help kind of work on the skate park. And then later in the years, that played a huge role on me and like how I perceive things and just how I look at things. So I think like the inspiration is definitely a huge thing within the DIY skate spot ethics. I know that kind of goes hand in hand, but I think that is a number 2. It's just really cool to get inspired by like something you're not even knowing you're falling in love with. So you might go out there and build a DIY skate spot, but it could project you into a whole different thing. It could project you into a career path. The third reason I build DIY skate spots is because it's for the culture, globally, locally, everywhere. The culture of skateboarding, we need more than just skate parks. Skate parks are great. They're a safe area where you can go ride your skateboard. And a lot of times people get frustrated. Yesterday I was at City High Skate Park and like so many different people, even some of my friends were getting so frustrated because people were in the way when they're just trying to learn how to skate. And I get it, that's just skate parks. Skate parks can be hectic like that, but like that's what they're for. And I think DIY skate spots can be a little more, you know, not saying like you go to the skate park and then you go to the DIY spot, but I think there is a little more of like a hybrid in between like raw streets, skate park, and made to skate spot. So I think that's part of it too. Get you motivated to realize like the skate park is great, but like in all reality, just going out and riding with your friends, it could be anything. So yeah, essentially it's just to push the culture of skateboarding and to push globally and locally as well. Now the fourth one is really important, and I feel like this can be like taken so lightly because I see people say it but they don't actually honor it, and that is for the community. And what I mean by that, it's not the community that I pick. That's why I separated the culture and the community. The culture of skateboarding, that's what DIY skate spots and the reason I build them for, but also for the community. For this spot right here, for example, like I didn't know any of the Groms that skated around in this area, but when I was done with the spot, I met like 6 or 7 local Groms and they started skating and they adapted this. This is their spot, not mine. Just because I built it and I have it here, it's not my spot. It's for whoever comes and skates it. It's on public property at the end of the day. So like, I'm not building on private property for a reason, for intention. It is for the community. So it's not who I choose. It could be a biker that comes here. It could be a scooter. It could be anybody. They might do something that maybe I don't agree with, but at the end of the day, that's not up for me to decide or dictate. It's for the people, for the community. So like, I can't choose who the community is. And I guess that's what I'm trying to say is like, I don't pick the community. The community is what it is. Like, I don't choose like who lives in this area and who rides this spot, on what device they ride it on, and where they may put that documentation of them riding it. Like that is not up for me. It's for the community. This is for whoever wants to ride on it. And that goes for every DIY skate spot that I build. Now the fifth and final one, and it's gonna sound maybe cringy or lame to some people, but it is as a resource for this YouTube channel to get more DIY skate spots built locally, globally, everywhere. So yeah, ultimately those are the 5 reasons. I think being a resource for DIY ethics is good. You know, I think For me, and why I say that is because I really wanted to build DIY skate spots when I was younger, but I didn't know how, and I was intimidated by it, and it was really just like this kind of like very masculine culture that I couldn't get into because, I don't know, I guess naturally I'm more of an arts type of person. I'm not like I'm not a labor type of person, I guess, at the day. I'm not a handyman, you know what I mean? That's not who I am. I'm a skateboarder at the end. So yeah, for me, it's about, you know, being a resource for people and hopefully motivating people to go out there and build skate spots, regardless of your knowledge of how you build skate spots or how you don't know how to build skate spots. That's what this YouTube channel is for. Yeah, it's skateboarding. My niche is DIY skate spots because I just found that there wasn't too much of that information available. You had to go read like concrete information and stuff like that. Like, I don't care about that. I care about the skate spots. So yeah, that's kind of why I build skate spots, kind of a raw video. Hopefully you guys like it, some insight. Hope you guys enjoy this video. See you tomorrow. Gonna go build a DIY skate spot. Super hyped. Stay tuned for that. Mash.